Alright, we're about to play Seminole Golf Club, and I'm going to commit to a change with my grip for an entire round. Like a lot of people who don't play golf for a living, in order to compensate for stuff, they've been increasing probably both hands. Left hand over the top so that you see 3 or 4 knuckles, and then also getting the right hand underneath like this. And this feels really good when you're just like passing it through the zone. But what I hate about this is the backswing. I get to here and then I don't really know what to do. A natural wrist hinge kind of brings the club inward when your hand is that far behind. And then if you force it into this flat location, I'm almost not flexible enough to do it. So like, it doesn't have to be that flat, but as you bring it back, I want a wrist hinge that doesn't come back forward. So I'm going to commit to I believe this is neutral, but I think it feels really, really weak. Like my right hand's almost on the other side of this shaft. But I'm going to commit to just a comfortable left hand and then what we're going to call a neutral on top right hand. And what this does is when I get here, this hinge feels like it brings it into the place I want to swing from, kind of right behind that right shoulder. Getting it back to the ball and not having it be super open. Hopefully the left hand kind of helps. And we'll see a whole round here at Seminole Golf Club. Expect any score. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Alright, editor, commentator, LUD taking over now. So the Swing Thought series, I wanted to do a couple rounds where I commit to a certain technique or a certain focus and just make that the entire focus of the round. Not necessarily trying to go out and score. I know a lot of people watch my channel simply to see the new courses and stuff, so they don't really care how I play. I mean, it's always nicer to see people hit the fairway and hit the greens. I know because I watch videos like mine as well. If someone's playing and they got a good setup. But I'm always trying to get better. I always see good golfers on TV, on YouTube, etc. And you notice things about them that you don't do as an amateur golfer. And the one I see a lot is the grip. And so you heard in the intro, taking a weaker top hand almost makes your backswing hinge better. And I think it really does. I do need to find some sort of maybe a stronger left hand so that the face closes. And you'll see throughout this round that I do have a little bit of trouble with distance. I wasn't getting as much distance. Maybe not the hand behind the club handle. It was more like on top. But I did like how the swing looked on camera. There was some definite good things about it. Here, just kind of rejected by the front of the green. And chips and short shots like that were also giving me a little bit of trouble with a new grip, which is, I did want to see like how the ball came out, how high it came out, how much spin, etc. So all of this was kind of just experimental, and Seminole Golf Club was pretty tough, so not really the place I would recommend trying to do this, because the greens were all like turtle backed and run-offed, lots of bunkers, lots of cut-ins. Didn't hit that one very good. gonna stop before the green though, so no biggie. So bogey there. We move to the 5th hole, which is a par 3. And see, a lot of that looked pretty good. It still thought that I came over the top quite a bit, 9 degrees out to in. I'm not sure if that was, didn't quite look like that on video, but it's hard to tell. That chip came out pretty good. And we go over to the next one, which is a par 4. Only 350, so trying to smoke one down there. And that had a little bit of ball speed on it, so we like that. That one came off pretty good as well. And how about that, a birdie? So proving that, you know, it can work for me. It may not be my best. Ooh, that was really sucked back, but seemed to deliver the club head okay. I just feel so much better taking the club way back behind me because I stay balanced on my feet. When I take the club way out to the outside, it always feels like I'm going to fall forward. Coming up a little short and left here. But a decent little chip. Alright, here's a tough one. 195, a little bit uphill, over water. And I didn't like how I hit it. But it did read it. Just like 20 minutes later. And it actually ended up being okay. It could have had a little more ball speed behind it, but looked like pretty solid straight shot there. Alright. Par 5. And I've just been trying to dial this, want to call it a stupid club, but actually hit this little driving iron pretty good. Here I try and do it again. And the problem is it keeps getting read by the Garmin at like 20 degrees. I think 20 is the max anyway, but it goes max inside out. You must have just spun that thing so much. And I really don't. Like, when it's in real life, I hit it pretty good. Oh. Now, see, I actually really liked that shot. The angle of attack, kind of took some dynamic loft off of it and hit a little draw in there. And it had spin. That's a combo I'd really like to bottle up. The 10th hole here brings us to 150 with water on the left. And somehow we go left. .58 remaining now. Just kind of flicking it forward, and it goes a little long, so not a good score there. That's going to be a double. But again, we're kind of evaluating a grip change more than anything, so we're looking at some of those metrics there on the right side and some of the stuff on the left side. This got super lucky. I went so far right that we ended up on this little fairway island. With a decent look up to the green and just short, so maybe a little too ginger trying to square the face on some of these shots where I really needed to get after the swing and get it going. and then kind of just let it release through the hitting zone. I think I liked that one. 133 ball speed with my hybrid. Pretty good for me. 117 remaining here at the 12th. Got that top hand way over the top, hitting a fade, and a pretty good one at that, so that gives me some hope. Started at the pin on the left side of the green and just let it fade a little bit. Here we kind of start it to the right and then fade it. The distance seems pretty good, and unfortunately it rolls between the bunkers all the way to the fringe, and then pretty difficult little 20-yarder, and just overhit it. Not a whole lot of feel with my hand on top like that. I do like some of the... You saw that last one was 6.5 into out, and with my wedges, that's something that I never do. This one, it rolls again, so making a super mess of the 13th. Trying to hit a flop, trying to get some spin, and it does. .453 yards. That looked like a bad swing. .214 yards, playing about 220 up the hill. Not gonna get there with that. And yeah, just bunkers everywhere around the greens, and then runoffs. If you hit it within a few feet of the edge of the green, it just rolls off to the fringe, or in my case, even worse. Alright, taking it out on the next shot. 147 ball speed is good for me. A little spinny, but able to poke it out there. Now trying to hit that iron again. And sort of able to do so. It seems like it thinks it's way into out or way out to in. And I don't swing super neutral, but I don't swing that crazy either. This one looked pretty good off the club face. And we are headed to the 16th home stretch coming here. First series of the Swing Thought series. Let me know in the comments below what your swing thought is. If you keep one thing in your mind all round, if you just remind yourself of a set cue and let it rip. That's kind of what I was hoping to do with this, was set my grip up a way that's functional. It is a little different than what I'm used to, but certainly functional, and then just kind of let it rip. So I think we accomplished that, even though the score's at +10 so far, which is not ideal. But right here, that gave me some hope. Looked like a really easy swing, and it went, distance was perfect. The little turtle back green got me. Alright, 18th hole. Last one of this Swing Thought series. I have a couple more videos coming out where I just wanted to get different swing thoughts on the table and do a whole round and look at the video. I'm basically doing swing analysis, and I get a whole bunch of shots to look at where I got my top hand a little longer, and we can kind of see what it does well and what it does not well. That was my fastest drive of the day, 150, and then a good second right below the hole to the left. So lots of good things there. I'm going to turn it back over to me. All right, conclusion was some shots were really good, and I definitely like how it hinges, and then the pressure is more straight down, whereas if I'm here and my hands are really underneath the club, I want to come this way. But since my hand's really on top of the club, I kind of feel like I'm pushing down more. I'll take a look at the video, analyze, see what's up. I think the consensus, though, would probably be I could use a little more neutral grip with both, and then just be patient and get more legs into it. I was kind of really focusing on this part and didn't use my legs as much as I wanted. So Seminole Golf Club also really hard. The greens were all like tabletops, everything running off. I didn't hit much very good. I had a couple really good drives in there, though. That last drive is what I want to bottle up and use every time. So we're getting there. Stay tuned for more GSPRO version 2 rounds, and we'll see if the grip changes continue to kind of flirt with success. Obviously the score wasn't that good, but I saw some good improvements. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Peace out.